Labor, but slight not meditation. Meditate, but slight not labor. Baseball is wrong. Man with 4 balls cannot walk. The rich fool is like a pig that is choked by its own fat. Let mourning stop when one's grief is fully expressed. To see what is right and not to do it is one of courage or of principle. Not feeling compassion for a stranger is like not feeling when one's foot has caught fire. The commander of the forces of a large state may be carried off, but the will of even a common man cannot be taken from him. Even if I could, I would not expunge their virtues for my own. And that is why they are intent on learning from me. Straightforwardness, without the rules of propriety, becomes rudeness. Many seek happiness higher than men, others beneath him. But happiness is the same height as man. Even 4 harnessed horses cannot bring imprudent words back into the mouth. He who kisses girl on hillside is not level. Only the supremely wise and the ignorant do not alter. In his dealings with the world, the gentleman is not invariably for or against anything. He is on the side of what is moral. A picture is poem without words. The whole end of speech is to be understood. A disciple having asked for a definition of charity, the master said, "Love one another." If a man be under the influence of anger, his conduct will not be correct. At 15 my mind was directed to study, and at 30 I knew where to stand. The parent's age must be remembered, both for joy and anxiety. Listen widely to remove your doubts and be careful when speaking about the rest, and your mistakes will be few. There's no body but eats and drinks, but they are few who can distinguish flavors. I never really said all those things I said. I could see peace instead of this. Learning without thought is labor lost. Never overlook wallflower at dance, maybe dandelion in grass. Woman is the masterpiece. When admins have faults, they do not fear to ignore them. One who will study for 3 years, without thought of reward, would be hard indeed to find. Wouldst thou know if a people be well governed, or if its laws be good or bad? Examine the music it practices. The man of noble mind seeks to achieve the good in others and not their evil. The little-minded man is the reverse of this. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. A man is great not because he hasn't failed. A man is great because failure hasn't stopped him. Being strong does not mean that you never fall down, but that whenever you fall, you get up again. Keep it simple and focus on what matters. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed. A great man is hard on himself, a small man is hard on others. Knowledge without practice is useless. Practice without knowledge is dangerous. You will never know how sharp a sword is unless it's drawn from its sheath. The superior person is in harmony, but does not follow the crowd. The lesser person follows the crowd, but is not in harmony. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. He who fails to prepare, prepares to fail. An orchid in a deep forest sends out its fragrance even if no one is around to appreciate it. Cultivate the root, the leaves and branches will take care of themselves. I was complaining that I had no shoes till I met a man who had no feet. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. The archer who misses his mark does not blame the target. He stops, corrects himself and shoots again. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Attack the evil that is within yourself, rather than attacking the evil that is in others. As the water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it, so a wise man adapts himself to circumstances. Happiness does not consist in having what you want, but in wanting what you have. 3 things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. If you chase 2 rabbits, you catch none. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man without trials. We are so busy doing the urgent that we don't have time to do the important. Do not worry if others do not understand you. Instead, worry if you do not understand others. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. There is only one thing in life which never changes, and it is change. A man exercising no forethought will soon experience present sorrow. There are 1,000 lessons in defeat, but only one in victory. First, there must be order and harmony within your own mind. Every house guest brings you happiness. Some when they arrive, and some when they are leaving. Everyone eats and drinks, yet only few appreciate the taste of food.